Cowboys, field-stretching tight end, who's third in the league in catches this season and ready for more this week. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
They'll stick with him again. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On play action, Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The punt team comes on, and here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion, These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and that'll set up 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield this season, right there amongst the league leaders in rushing late in the campaign. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Daniels now going to look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. And we'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason end of the night. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over. I mean, he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Quick throw, taken in. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Here's Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Receiver in motion. Going right. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
Daniels now on 1st down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. To throw is Daniels. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
And he's taken down up past the 35.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
They'll send a tight end in motion. To the ground, a first down run. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Only to about the 39. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Putting the tight end in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
He'll try to run for it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Kicking time, the field goal unit out for the Cowboys. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. That one is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, marking at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Daniels. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On first down, Daniels. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
To the right side here, pass is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. They'll go play action here with Daniel. That's hard! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Washington.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll run on second down. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing third and 3. Throwing now, Daniels. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Up the middle they go. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on third and 3? Now Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you can see he leads the league in rushing coming into this final week. We'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. This drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the
pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field.
Pass interference.
I don't think this is going to stand. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run. It's a counter. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here comes 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Commanders' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Marquise Bell up to make the stop. 3rd down, 3 to go.
Let's go now. Flat.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. To the right, that's Pitts. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's gonna get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. That is downfield to the tight end, Pitts. That one good for 29.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To the air again is Daniels. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Keep it in the air. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start in the Northeast. An NFC East battle and a good one between Philadelphia and New York. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. The Chiefs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff, returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. You can see he enters the final week as the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the toss, they'll run. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A handoff here, up the middle, and he'll have a Commander's first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. A run now on 2nd down. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Commanders 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Not much happening there, just a short game. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Following the penalty, they'll run it. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
The 28-yard line. A gain of 10 makes it third and 9.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Commanders about to send this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, faking the give. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They're in a 10-point hold. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with 1st down.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
Daniels now going to look to throw. throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now a run on first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out. And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
He'll get this out to his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this stays a 2-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. The Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Daniels. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On first down, Daniels. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 10-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. On second down, they'll run. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels.
Pass interference. Defense.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cowboys. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Cowboys. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are
under
reviewed,
review.
so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The extra point is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense, and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. And he's gonna go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Get it!
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Going for it all. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
A run on 1st and goal. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Daniels. Now he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
It's a loss of 8.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. Quick throw, taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush. And it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The Cowboys offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Catch made by Pickens. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Next to score, Cowboys 34, Commanders 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. As we look back at some of the highlights in this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.